Okay, so I was talking with Shane Bugby about this the other day, and we think technology. We. Okay, so let me just begin. I think it makes a lot of sense that in a land called a melting pot, counterculture eventually has gotten too much of a strain on it to the point where we don't have any sort of a counterculture anymore. It's disgusting, I think, but I'm moving to New Zealand. I'm moving to Switzerland. I'm sorry, I have The Hobbit on my brain. It's, I don't think it's dead yet, but I think that I think the strain on its molecules is really starting to take effect, and most of them are gone and dissolved into the rest of the pot. Which sucks, but what can you do? Well, you can just get rid of content, but I'll get to that in a second. Anyway. So, basically, anyway, I saw someone say that America's more like a salad bowl. With intertwined ingredients, a bit soggy with a layer of dressing, and but still are their own thing. I disagree. I agree with George Carlin. I think America is one big shopping mall. Culture isn't here, just consumerism and psyops. It's a garbage dump of a mall too. The garbage dump literally could feed the fucking world, and it's like and rid the rapidly increasing need of depopulation. But instead of even giving a shit about its own occupants, sends billions to some stupid fucking Semites so they can fulfill their religious jingoism. You know, apocalypse culture warned of this shit 40 fucking years ago. And, it's like, I was listening to this Boyd Rice interview, and he's like, Adam Parfrey and all us warned everyone 40 fucking years ago. And it's like, I've heard that reiterated many times, but I didn't get it until I'm just thinking about it. It's like, until I actually just started reading Apocalypse Culture. Everything in there, everything was warned about. There was a fair 40 fucking years at least, at the very least. And if we really want to go back, I'd say even before them with the theater of the absurd movement, the Black Panthers, the White Panthers, the Beatniks, so on and so back, Charles Manson, all that, yada yada yada. Aesthetic terrorism. And they explicitly warned of it, and the world, though, in a sense, at the same time, the world isn't much different than it's ever been, though. Social media is kind of similar to it from Stephen King's book. It amplifies the more detrimental aspects of people and really messes with the brain in ways not fully understood. But that's not unexpected or unpredicted. There's a beast in man that needs to be exercised, not exercised. Exercised, not exorcised. And, up until now, religious institutions have been the staple in repressing that necessity. And while still ridiculously powerful, as some are, the internet has really usurped that role. It's farcical. Social media is not social, it's antisocial. The screen may allow for you a whole world of communication, which is just unprecedented in recorded history, but, it's ultimately nothing in comparison to human connection in person. The internet just isolates and feeds people a false comfort temporarily. Humans are fleshy beings that require some amount of fleshy interaction, whether physical or merely just the presence of their meat suit. You know, America's Hamlet, you know, just decadence and decay trapped in the garb of a gilded age that ended over 100 years ago. If it was ever really that gilded to begin with, I don't think it was. And, you know, it used to be when a horse broke down, you'd shoot it in the head just to put it out of its misery. America's kind of like a horse with four legs. 3 of them are missing the leg down to the kneecap, up to the kneecap. One of the legs is entirely gone, and its ribs are broken, and its brain is leaking out its ears, but it's still alive and in pain. Yeah, you know, it's a life being artificially prolonged and subsidized to not only its own detriment, but to literally the entire fucking world, to most of the, I don't want to say the entire world, because, you know, America's not that great. It's not, it might be the number 1 superpower, but it doesn't affect everyone, because there are people that live with complete apathy to the Western world in ways that we don't like, but you know what? As long as they don't have oil, they should be fine from our overreach. And yeah. Anyway, either way, whoever wins on the 5th or whatever, it's fucked either way. And, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. America's fucked regardless.